Just flames are pouring from the buildings now. There's cars toppled, buildings entire and just crushed and crumbled. I'm not sure if it's safe to report from my vantage point. I really need to leave. Civil Defense has informed me that the surrounding areas are in ruin. I see some people running now. In the opinion of this reporter, if this nation, or in fact the world, ever needed heroes, that time is now. That time is now.
And welcome to RetroforceGO, Destructoid's #1 retro podcast. Hey guys, before we get started, it's the end of the year, and I've been working on something all year long. I want to know what you guys think.
Is it made of macaroni and glue?
It is not made of macaroni and glue.
No.
It's an audio thing. I've actually been working on an impression of Dyson. Now, being like the new host since Dyson's been gone has been really stressful, really tough, you know, because he's so awesome. But I think I got him down, so I think I'm going to try it out if you guys don't mind. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And welcome to RetroforceGO, Destructoid's #1 retro podcast.
That's pretty fucking good, Chad.
Yeah, well,
That was
thank you.
really
Thank
good.
you. Well, you know,
Chad,
I've
it's like
worked
you're
all year.
channeling.
Well, you know, 2008, it was the year of me trying to be like Dyson, so I guess I finally did it.
Wow.
So, yeah, I'm very excited.
That's pretty amazing.
Thank you. I'm bowing right now. You guys can't see me. So, joining me this week are my best friends ever, BFF, if you will. Topher Cantler,
Hi.
Stella Wong,
Podcast.
and the incomparable Colette Bennett.
Hi.
Oh, wait, and there seems to be someone else here. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's Dyson!
Hey, everybody. Chad, that was an amazing impersonation of me.
Thank you. I'm so excited you're here.
Yeah! Woo! I was so
Surprise,
excited.
surprise.
Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Just having a good time.
What's the name of the guy from The Simpsons that does that? Dr. Nick? Is that
Dr.
his name?
Neek.
That guy.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, yeah, so Dyson's back, and Dyson's going to take over hosting duties for the show so I can sit back in my pajama pants and eat my chocolate chip cookies, so I'm so happy. So, Dyson, before you start, just so you know, the Retro Amazing News goes right before the Virtual Console reviews. I'm trying to look at me. Look at me trying to be the enforcer.
You're like, I don't know. I'm just going to let you know.
I felt
I know
bad.
you've been away, but
Well, I feel bad because I didn't like give you any updates before you you're just like, oh,
You'll do it or you won't get a cookie.
And then I was just
was it 2 weeks ago when I came up with the first part? I was like, yeah, so Chad, tell me what's on Virtual Console, and you're like,
I know, I panicked. I was like, that's not the way we do things, and I ran into the wall.
I was like, news, what?
You ran into the wall. Damn.
Don't startle a Concelmo. He'll just
Sorry.
bolt.
I didn't mean to sound like an enforcer at all. Sorry. Like RetroforceGO, like it's like my special baby, and I just want to take precious care of it for you, Dyson. I want to make sure everything's perfect.
Everything's been amazing. Some I'd even say awesome. And special thanks to all you guys, and especially Stella, for coming on and keeping the retro train going all night long. But all right, so hey, what's up, guys? I'm gonna be here for the whole show. It's New Year's Eve show. I don't know. It's tomorrow's New Year's Eve.
Yeah, tomorrow's
Today, well, technically today's New Year's Eve when they listen. To it.
I
Well,
seriously
yeah,
I thought
that's true.
like 3 weeks ago, and I was just like, wait, Christmas hasn't happened yet? And they're like, no, moron. It's like, oh shit, yeah, you're right. And then Thanksgiving was so uber holiday around here for us that I was just like, whew, glad that season was done and completely spaced on Christmas. And I was it's cool. Yeah, we threw this huge rock band party at a bar on Thanksgiving, and
That's amazing.
yeah, I know. I was at my night job, and I was like, yeah, and if no one's got anything to do on Thanksgiving, we're throwing a rock band party with a projector and blah, 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 and a buffet at this bar. And as I'm talking, and I'm just like, and you're wondering what type of person actually throws a party on Thanksgiving? Well, it would be us. And I'm just like, what a weirdos we are.
That's the best time because you need like relief from your family. Like if you have to go see your family, it's like afterward you need a vacation from your family.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm mouthful of
seriously.
Diet Pepsi. I have a really good cure for that. Don't bother going to see them. That's what.
That's a perfect solution.
Yeah,
I might give that one a shot because this past week I was just last week when I was there I was like, oh god.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen my family in the holidays since like '98. I was just like, cool.
98? Holy crap.
Yeah, it's fucking cold where they live. I'm not gonna fly out in fucking Missouri and be freezing to death. I'm just like, send me a card. I don't care. You know. I see him in the summer. Plus, I live in San Francisco, and it's just like San Francisco, Missouri. Who wins? I win. Come visit me. But anyway, enough about that. It's time for retro amazing news. Check Concelmo.
That was like the salsa version.
Take it away.
Well, now I feel even worse because there is no retro amazing news. Actually, no, there isn't any specific retro amazing news, but I definitely wanted to get your guys' thoughts and everyone's thoughts on how that last year in retro was, because you have to be honest, this was probably the biggest retro resurgence like we've ever had since we've been gamers, besides like when it was retro time, obviously. But I mean, this year has like Mega Man 9 and all these amazing games, and it just seems like there are so many like remakes and upgrades of all these old classic games that we remember from our past. I'm just wondering if you guys were excited about that.
Call it a comeback. You're asking the other people on RetroforceGO if we're excited about that?
Well, let me finish.
Oh, fucking hate it, man. I want some Gears too.
Well, you never know. You never know what 2008 would have brought, and who knows? Like I like FPSs now. What the hell?
Did you see the comment I made after that?
Yes, and I chose to ignore it. Maybe you should tell the listeners. Maybe you should tell the listeners what.
Oh yeah, in the games of the week, Chad was writing how he played Resistance 2, and he was like, oh my god, I can't believe it. I like first-person shooters now, and so I immediately responded like, Chad, you've always liked them. It's called Metroid Prime.
Whackity smackity doo.
Amazingly horrible feelings from last year and the year before that came rushing back.
We can just leave that year behind us.
But what I was gonna say too is, what do you guys think about next year? Do you think that this is going to continue? Do you think it's going to be more next year? Or do you think that this is going to be kind of like the best year ever? We're going to look back at 2008 and think, wow, that was the year that retro made a big comeback. Or do you think that next year might even top it?
I think next year's going to top it, and I got two reasons why. One, I know for a fact that there's another retro remake coming out, but I can't say anything about it. All I can say, huh?
Is it going to be amazing?
Yeah. I'm fucking excited about it.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't tell you. I don't even want to mention the company that makes it, because then I don't, we'll just leave it at that.
Is it R-Type Dimensions?
No. Wouldn't that be cool?
It would be
cool,
awesome. And it is. It's happening.
Like, try not to violate any NDAs here. I'm just like...
Yeah, I don't want you to get in trouble and all of a sudden be in the country.
So what'd you get for New Year's? Oh, lawsuit. Yeah, it was great. And then there was a second reason. I think maybe finally, Konami will fucking have wised up and realize that they can make brand new games the old way and release them on downloadable content, just because Bionic Commando, Rearm, and Mega Man sold like a hojillion copies apiece. They actually made a statement like, hey, well, maybe we'll make a Castlevania. And I was like, hey, maybe about fucking time.
Oh, my gosh. That would be unbelievable.
Yeah, I'd be a little excited about that.
That would be the greatest thing ever.
That's all I got.
I guess we'll see.
Well, yeah, we'll see, I guess. So 2009, everyone, let's all say our little special 2008 New Year's Eve prayers tonight at 11:59 and say, here's how it goes. Dear Retro Jesus, may I please have a lot of retro games in 2009, like Mega Man 9? Love, Chad. That's what I'm
Wait a minute. Did you just say, Dear Retro Jesus?
Yes, I did, Colette.
Okay, what does that look like? Is he like 8-bit? Like, is he like
yeah, he's 8-bit. He's pixelated Jesus.
He's totally 8-bit. He's like a pixelated Jesus.
It's the 2D and HD from OG.
He speaks the word in double dribble speak.
Oh.
You are healed!
Wow, that is fucking incredible.
He who is called I am.
The sad thing is, I don't even know any quotes from Jesus. I was trying to think of someone. I'm like, I don't know any.
I know. I don't think he was. I have no idea. All I know,
I don't
all I
think-
know is this is funny because I wanted to take a second after before we get into the reviews, since I've been gone a while, to say a couple of things.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
hello, actually. And the funny you mentioned Jesus is because someone sent Juan Lopez sent me an email the other day, and I was like bouncing back, and he's Dark Anubis 87 on the site, so just wanted to say hi. But every time he sends an email, he actually quotes us, like in the signature, where it says
Yes.
What?
Jesus is the only person who can beat Tetris. RetroforceGO.
Yeah, Dyson said that like 2 years ago almost, and he has a quote
And it's
on his
still
as
true.
a signature. Yeah, it's so awesome.
Wow.
Oh, and
That's amazing.
And this will help out his coworker because I guess she thinks this is funny. And it's been a long time since I got to say Dongole!
Yay!
Dongole! God, that feels so good.
Oh,
I was
by
right
the
about-
way-
Golly.
By the way, Dyson, I know you probably noticed, but I guess it's when you're the host, but I seriously inherited your I can't pronounce anyone's name disease.
He did. He really did.
Like I can't once you're the host, you can't pronounce anyone's name, so I can't ever make fun of you again. I totally respect you and I completely understand what you went through.
Well, you
I know
learned that lesson, I guess.
I know.
Yeah.
I actually was listening to one of the shows and you mispronounced something. You're like, God, Tyson was right. You're like, this is tough. I know because
It
everyone's
is
name is
hard.
like, you're like, something with a 9. Ah, fuck, I can't remember. Ah.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. I totally understand.
Awesome. Oh, and I also want to say hello to my one of my bestest friend in the world, Richard, who listens to the show, who lives in London. So, and which reminds me, I need to give Wardrox and Phoenix Gamma his information, so he has someone to play video games with. But hi, Richard. And here, this is funny. Like I got this barrage of people that found me on Facebook that I went to high school with. I graduated high school in like 1993, and I left town. I was like, peace, I'm out of here. And one of them I actually mentioned on the show before, because when we had the Sega or the Phantasy Star episode, I was telling the story about how I bought a Sega Genesis off my friend in high school, and I was talking to him back and forth. He's like, "What have you been up to?" And I was like, "Blah blah blah," and this podcast, blah. And he goes, "Oh, I love RetroforceGO." He goes, "I was working in this office in Taipei," and he's like, "And I listened to like every single episode. Really helped me get through the shift."
Whoa.
And I was just like, Paul Amato, I just want to say hi and congratulations on your new child. And if he wants, that's the guy I was talking about, if you believe it or not.
Holy shit.
Yeah, small fucking world,
Wow,
right?
how weird.
I know. And I was just like, yeah, you had no idea that I was the one talking about you, but
Uh,
he's a guy who sold me the Genesis, and it came with Phantasy Star, and that's how I got into RPGs and changed my life. So
God, that's so incredible.
believe it or not, he's also the one who told me the Konami code. I remember that day
Wow.
specifically.
Wow.
Myself, him, and Jeff Drake, and we were walking home, and I was like, "Tell me the code," and he was all like super secretive, like okay, and like
Lean over and I'll tell it
Yeah.
to you in your ear.
like it was fucking state secrets. I mean, we were like 7th grade or something like that, but it was really funny. But also, I want to say hello to Poop Shooter. How I've been talking to you every once in a while. What's up, dude? It was good seeing you. Oh, and I haven't even said hi to anyone at PAX. You guys had the PAX episode, and I was like, oh, dear. I had a great time at PAX, meeting everybody. And passing out in the elevator and all that fun stuff. And I also was I was in IRC like a week or two ago. I don't want to say what's up to the IRC cartel. Everyone there is fucking super awesome, nice.
Oh, they're amazing. I love IRC.
And then also I want to say shout out to the Ghost just because he's
The
coming to
ghost!
We love
he's
the
coming to
ghost.
stay at my house like next week something.
Oh, you're so lucky.
He's coming to LA before he comes to see you. He's gonna be here
Yeah.
in 2 days. I'm so
Awesome.
excited. I love the Ghost. The Ghost is like the greatest.
I'm jealous. 'Cause you and fucking Naya and Aerox and Amma all get to go out and do karaoke, and I'm
We're
all
doing
like,
this.
"Oh."
We're doing the epic karaoke night on Friday. This is gonna be.
Oh, I'm so
it's gonna
jealous.
Be in the Ghost and like a
Jealous
bunch of
there.
Retroforce Go listeners. So it's gonna be like the greatest night ever. I cannot wait. I'm so excited.
All right. I also want to say what's up to Kryptonite because I've been following him on Twitter, and he says he's reading the Why the Last Man series. And
Oh, it's so good.
I just want to, and I'm going to stress this enough since I have a chance to on the show. The last issue of that whole series is an amazing series, and if you read it, I want you to know it's fucking one of the best comic graphic novel series around.
Yeah.
The last issue is such an emotional gut punch. It's worse than the end of Cowboy Bebop. Like I called my friend who lent it to me, and I was just like, dude, seriously, I still don't feel right. And that was like a week later. So just a warning, and you're gonna love it. And just what's up, dude? And also one of the questions, I know I'm jumping ahead was from Oddbur, but this answer here is, he goes, is there any more RetroforceGO merchandise coming in the future? And this is the opportunity. No, as far as I know, but also thank Welkstar for making the design that is the RetroforceGO T-shirt that is available at Split Reason. And I just want to let, in case no one ever said, all the whatever profits are made from the shirt actually go to Adam, the guy who designed the shirt.
Yeah.
So and
it's an amazing shirt.
Yeah,
it is.
I still gotta send you yours. Shit, I suck. And yeah, and Tactics took a picture of himself the other day, and I saw it, and he was wearing it, and I was like, nice shirt. And that's it. That's all I got. Dun-dun-dun. So Chad.
Yes.
So tell me about that totally like non segue.
Well,
Chad, what
hey.
came out on Virtual Console this week?
So,
Dyson, I'm so happy you asked, and it works out perfectly that you're back this week, because guess what? It's the best week ever!
Oh,
I haven't said that in so long, and it feels so good. 2008 is going out with a bang. Yeah. I'm pumping my old lady punching fist right now in the air. I'm so happy. So this week is one game, which usually makes me grumble, but it doesn't matter because it's Zoda's Revenge Star Tropics 2. Yes! It's so good. As you guys know, I love Star Tropics. I love Star Tropics almost more than I love... I'm trying to think of something I really love. I guess Dolphins, because that's how much I love Star Tropics. And Star Tropics 2, while not as amazing as the original, is still amazingly good.
it's a Star Tropics game.
Exactly. And there's only been 2 Star Tropics games, and they're both amazing. This one is great because you get the time travel, which is pretty cool. And it's just like the first one. It's just as great, the gameplay. And it's only 500 points, which is $5. So like that's like the best deal ever. So please download that. And the cool thing about this game is it's really kind of like a rare game, because the first game was kind of popular, but Star Tropics 2 kind of disappeared, and now it's almost impossible to find. So this is like the greatest deal ever. It's $5, and you probably can't buy it that much anymore. So I highly, highly, highly recommend it. So easily this game gets 5 out of 5 Dolphins. I'm so happy. And Dyson's back. Oh my God, 2008. You're great.
And it got 8
So,
run.
yeah. 8 does rhyme with great. So yeah, it was a really good end of the year. Nintendo did right. They had a couple months actually even that weren't that great, and all of a sudden they ended 2008 on a high note. So that's great. So yay!
Yay!
Get to downloading.
All right. So if I recall correctly, I believe Topher
Yeah.
with the Xbox Live Arcade.
Yeah, I guess we could do it that way.
That's how we always do it.
I know.
Okay. My old man brain forgets things.
No, you're right. Oprah's trying to confuse you.
Oh, guess what? I win. I'm still the oldest person on Destructoid. I found out. I win.
I'm close behind you though, so you're not that.
Oh yeah,
winning.
you motherfuckers.
You're not winning by that much.
I know. I'm winning.
And
I
I'm
think
chasing
I'm
you
by a
guys.
year. Jonathan
Yeah.
Holmes, 32, and so I'm only a year older than him. It
Well, I'm
used to be when
32.
Game Boy was on, he was 34. When I was 33, well, I am 33, but oh, you should have seen the look on like people's face at PAX when they're like, "How old are you?" I was like 33, and like, especially Phoenix, she was just like stared at me. She's like, "Really?"
She's like, what?
Like, what's that like?
No, she's like, "You look like you're 26."
That was an amazing impression, by the way.
I was probably like this horrible like Eliza Doolittle commercial. Yeah.
The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain.
Oh my god!
The aunts in France, they mainly on the plants.
Awesome.
Wow.
Or we bust
Sorry,
into
sorry,
everything
Topher.
million. So Topher,
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Interpol.
Interpol.
Is that?
Interpol.
That kind
game
of
or
has
that
a boring
shit
name.
Interpol.
Interpol. Any good?
Eh.
Just, eh. I love how your reviews are so verbose. How's it?
Interpol is a photo hunt game.
Oh.
Kind of like Where's Waldo on
I
your
remember
360.
this.
Yeah, it's a really complex picture with all kinds of crap in it, and it'll give you a list of things to find in the picture, and you have a certain amount of time to find them,
I kind of like that though.
and you do that. Yeah, it's actually kind of fun.
Is it like the game that you see in bars where like you
See,
have the
that's
picture
what
of
I'm
the,
talking about. I love that.
and
Kind
the
of.
other naked chick, and then
Chad, why are you so
Like
cute?
photo hunt, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like
what?
that,
yeah,
but they're
alright.
it's not so bad. It's 800 points, which I think is a little much for it. If it was 400, I would totally recommend that you get it.
That's a lot, yeah.
Huh.
But it's 800 points, which I don't think it's really worth. But it is kind of fun. One is an office of like a crane operator or some crap like that, and there's like hard hats and donuts and just crap all over this guy's desk, and it'll be like, find a magnifying glass, find a blah, 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 blah. And the list changes every time because there's just tons of crap in there.
Yeah.
So it's got some replay. You can play it a few times if you want to play it in the first place.
And that might be fun at like a party.
Maybe.
Like just have sit down with some people and like be like, "Where's the magnifying glass? Ha ha ha! Drink, drink."
If you're one of those people that like wants to play Xbox with your mom or something like that, then
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's worth checking out. It is definitely a casual game.
My mom
Why
can't
would
even
you-
figure out email. Like, sorry, I got my mom a Gmail account because she still doesn't understand that she doesn't need to change emails every time she changes internet service providers. So like, yeah, and I'm just like, no, here. I signed her up for Gmail, gave her password, everything. I was like, here you go, here's your thing. She's like, oh, thanks, honey, but I still, I got to use the one that they gave me because I was just like, no, you don't. You just,
No, just keep the same one.
That's what
Yeah.
I was at my mom's and she was using Internet Explorer on Vista.
what?
Ew.
Wow.
And I was like, Mom, you really shouldn't be doing that. Like,
Yeah.
you really should not use it. And she's like, I've been using it for years. It's fine.
Oh,
Okay,
I've
I
never-
want to meet her. She
I've
sounds
never had a
amazing.
problem with it. I've got plenty of virus software, and I'll be just fine.
I like your imitation of her, like exact, like how she speaks.
That's
It's
how
the
she
best.
talks.
Yeah, that's how she talks.
It's like, okay,
Fine.
enjoy your AIDS.
Fine. Fine.
How cute. That's adorable.
But yes, Interpol, photo hunt, search thingy, where's Waldo? Kind of fun, not worth 800 points, but hey, who am I to tell you what to do with your money?
Well, that's like one of the most positive reviews, even though, like, despite the flaws, it's like one of the more positive reviews you've given a game on live in a while.
It's actually not bad. It's really not. I
Interesting.
mean, it's got its annoyances with controls and stuff like that, but it's just, overall, it's really not bad, and it's a fucking photo hunt game. If that sounds fun to you, go get it.
Yeah.
If you feel like spending the points. It's just not, it's not great, it's not awful, it's just kind of more on the good side than it is the crap side. So, I will give this week a medium Slurpee.
Mm.
Not so bad.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's not
Awesome.
bad.
All right, Colette,
Okay.
take it away.
Okay, well, okay, so WiiWare, all right. So the game, well, 2 games came out. Chad always thinks that it's really funny that every week I have to explain yet again that it sucked.
No,
So-
I also just love when you read the names of the games because for some reason every name of every WiiWare game really makes me laugh. Like they're so ridiculous and they always make me laugh.
Yeah,
so I
they
get so
are.
excited when you do this.
Okay, well, the first one is called Maboshi, although the way it's written, it looks like Maboshi because it's like 3 capital letters in the word.
That's what I thought actually.
Yeah, Maboshi, and the subtitle is this 3-shape arcade, and it's a puzzle game, which normally, I freak out. I'm like over the puzzle games, and every week it's a puzzle game.
Yeah.
But actually, the interesting thing about it's called Mashobi's Arcade, Maboshi's, sorry, arcade, is that it's different. Like, it's really different. It's not, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I like Bejeweled in the right, circumstances, but I'm kind of over people doing it or trying to do, like, a new twist on it or whatever.
Mhm.
But The way this works is that it's got multiple different modes, and each of the modes is based on one of 3 familiar shapes, either circle, stick, or square. And basically, it's the same goal in each one. You try to score 1,000,000 points. So in circle mode, you use controls to bash enemies, and you weave your way through stick mode, or like in square mode, you burn a path around obstacles, and all with dealing with like power-ups, and you kind of have to keep watch on which effects the other game windows may have on your own. And you can play it with other people, of course, But I have to say for this game that it's genuinely different as far as puzzle entries go.
That's good.
Yeah, like it's genuinely different enough that if you like puzzle games, but you're like, oh god, I don't want, the same old stuff, this might be a really good game for you to try. And it's 800 points, which is actually pretty affordable. I mean, it's like, it's pretty basic. Honestly, playing it, I thought it could have been worth a little bit more than that, which is not something that I usually say. So I was like, hey, this is not so bad. And it was made by a company called Mindware, which is pretty much relatively unknown outside of Japan. But it's nice. It plays comfortably. It's kind of streamlined. And I actually liked it. And I haven't liked a WiiWare game in a while. I wasn't like, madly in love with it, but I really did like it a lot. So kind of cool, So I would actually recommend that specific one if you like puzzle games and you're interested in something different. There was actually a second release for the week of called for the week as well, called Pool Revolution Q Sports, which is a pool game. I know, Chad's laughing.
Names are so bad.
My only problem with this particular game, it's not a poor game. Like, I mess with it even though I'm not a big fan of pool. But, like, it's a pool simulator to the point where, like, when you go to take your shot at the ball, you have, like, a first-person view of the ball where the ball's, like, literally right in front of your face, and you get that same view that you get when you're really shooting pool and you put, like, your face down almost to the table to get, like, that close shot,
Yeah.
And all I could think when playing it was, I just want to go to a bar and play real pool. You know what I mean? Like,
no, you're right. I mean, that makes perfect sense. You're totally right.
Yeah, like I was just like, but why? But I just want to go play real pool. Why am I doing this? So that's kind of what I took away from it. It was actually previously released in Europe as Q Sports Snooker versus Billiards.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's like the kind of names that Chad waits for. Snooker.
I'm happy right now.
Snooker versus Billiards. There he goes. I guess the only really, well, there's two good things about it. The first good thing about it is that it's 500 Wii points, so it's like really cheap on the Wii.
That's like the cheapest WiiWare game ever.
Yeah, and the other good thing, which is related to that, is that I guess it would come in handy if you're addicted to pool and you like break your leg and you like can't walk and you're at home and can't leave. you could play pool on your Wii that way. But other than that, like it's not a poor game. I just wouldn't particularly recommend it. It's just kind of like, nah, it's there. But Maboshi's Arcade is actually cool. So I would recommend that. So shit. Based on the general quality of WiiWare, I have to say that like I'm gonna give this week 4 out of 5 chocobos.
Whoa.
Wow.
Because it's really a much. I mean, even though the pool game's like nothing great, like Maboshi's Arcade is cool enough for me to give it like a bigger rating.
Cool.
It's just cool. It's cool. So yeah, I know. I can't believe I just said that.
Well, 2008 ended well for all of us. That's nice to know.
Yay! Sorry. Happy. Awesome. Well, I guess that's it.
Yay!
Break!
RetroforceGO!
Forget something, Anthony? Your hair is done.
A nice hidden feature can be found in this WiiWare game. You can unlock the Nintendo DS version. Downloading the game from Wii to DS only takes a few seconds. To play the game, you have to hold the Nintendo DS vertically, just like a book. As you can see, the graphics have changed a bit, but the controls stayed exactly the same.